I am so excited. This is literally my first sit-down video, first official sit-down video of 2026 on this channel, and I'm super excited, okay? Like, if you could not tell, I'm actually like losing my mind. I'm just trying to keep my composure because, yeah. Hello, my loves. Welcome back to Serenity and Beyond, the channel and home that is all about the book that is my life, that I'll be living and sharing with you guys while I am learning to trust the author through and through. I just want to say, okay, first of all, I need y'all to take note of my intro, né? Because I recently was sitting with myself and this thought is just sitting there in the back of my head. Like, I came up with this intro without having to think about it twice, right? And mind you, I started my YouTube channel like a while back, and I quit it halfway through because I've been like a known quitter before, you know, start things and leave them, whatever. But I've always had this intro, right? Welcome to my channel, to Serenity and Beyond. Okay, la la la. The home and channel that is all about the book that is my life, that I'll be living and sharing with you guys while I'm learning to trust the author through and through. If that is not God saying something to me, I don't know what else is. Because Mans has been telling me, hey, I'm trying to write something. Let me do my thing. But instead, I think I've been trying to do my own thing. But alas, we're here. We're here today, okay? If you guys are new to my channel, please do not forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And tell your friends, their friends, their aunts, grandmothers, boyfriends, girlfriends, whoever, to come to the channel, okay? So we can all grow together and get to know each other. These little sit-down videos that I'm going to be doing are going to be makeup tutorials and makeup things that I'll be trying with you guys. But today I'm starting off very super light because I just want to get into the dynamic that we have. And therefore, I am only doing a short eyebrow tutorial today. And like, my eyebrows are really nothing special because I'm definitely stuck in like the 2060. Guys, I'm so sorry. When I have nails, I'm here. You guys, I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one who speaks like this when they have nails. So if you guys see my hand pop up constantly, it's because I'm feeling like a bad bitch. Like, rightfully so, because being my own nail tech, I popped off. Oh, but like I was saying before, like, I'm really stuck in the 2016 era of things. So my brows are still very much drawn on, very hard, filled in, concealed, all of that. I just have a little tip and trick that I just want to show you guys when it comes to my eyebrows. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. I have a couple of things that I use for my brows that I want to show you guys before I begin. Obviously, this is my pencil that I use to fill and draw, whatever you want to call it, guys. I call it my not so like Huda Beauty pencil because it's not really a Huda Beauty pencil, you know. Because yeah, okay, cool. The other three things I use to basically clean up my brows that I really have fell in love with lately are, first of all, my Clinique foundation in the shade 114 Golden. This is usually for the upper part of my brow because you know how that needs to blend with like the foundation and your skin tone, I use this for the top of my brows. And for the bottom, I use my recent cop, which is this Luella, what do you call this, concealer. I think the shade is just called Light. That's what it says here. And my Maybelline Fit Me, it's number 35. And I use these two. So Luella goes on like the outer corner here because she's super bright. And Maybelline goes like right in the beginning of my brows. You guys will get the gist when I actually show you as we're doing the brows. And last but not least, we have my Yardley Loose Powder. This is the special trick that I have for my brows. Okay, this is the star of the show that I want to show you guys. And she comes with whoop whoop. She comes with a little powder puff. This was in something, yeah, LA Girl, I'm guessing. I don't know. I took this from my sister. So I don't know if you guys can see, but my brows are a little laminated already. I had some errands that I was running before I shot this tutorial for you guys. I did not go back and, you know, further laminate them, but I think this will do. Make sure your black pencil or brown, because some people I know prefer to use brown on their brows. I used to be a brown pencil girly, but for some odd reason, I've turned into a black pencil girly for my brows. I usually start drawing the bottom part of my brow from right there. where the brow essentially like begins, I go in and I just make a line. Be very light-handed. Don't be super heavy-handed with the step because you don't want a super harsh line for your brows. And you just keep going along the shape of the brows, right? Depending on whatever shape that you like. Some people I know like the straight brows or have straight brows. Just go along with the shape of your brows, or rather I go along with the shape of my brows. And I'm not heavy-handed, but I just make sure that I can see where that line really is sitting. And then for the top part, I don't go from the front because I don't want to give myself like a very boxy eye look. I go maybe just here, and that's where I start drawing. Again, be super light-handed. Do not be heavy-handed with what you're doing here. So this is what my brow looks like initially. So now that we've done that, do not be super heavy-handed. Again, be very light with your strokes and then just fill your brow in. Front part, I make very light strokes here at the bottom where the line starts to kind of just fill that in so it's not like a blank situation and it looks like it's my hair starting from here, because like I don't know how to explain it to you guys. And then what I like to do, straight up with my finger, bro, straight up, I go in and I kind of sula the front part. So I give it that, it looks like that. Does that make sense? Can you guys see? I kind of wiped the front part with my finger so that it looks, you guys know the word because I don't right now, okay? And I'll probably like remember the word when I'm editing, which is what's going to piss me off. But anyway, so for step 2 with our brows, we're going to go in with our Luella and Maybelline concealers. Angiyazi decanting ntonton yami iguphi, so I'm going to do that at the back of my hand. I'm going to use a flat brush. You guys can see what that looks like. Just a regular ass, yo guys, skampulsang. Take my flat brush and I'm going to take my darkest concealer shade first, and I'm going to go into the front of my brow from the beginning, like right in front of, and I just go and I trace that out right up until my arch. Just make sure that's enough product. I'm gonna go in one more time, straighten out those lines. I go in with my lighter Luella Babe, and we go in on top of this one, sort of from the arch, and smoothen that out to make it nice and sharp. And then I obviously also have to drag her down slightly. Let me just clean that up a bit more. My brows are betraying me today because they look so different. And it's fine. It's okay. They don't look too different, but they look different because this one has more of an arch at the bottom. This one has like, yeah, it's fine. We're going to take our Clinique foundation now, or your darkest concealer shade, or your foundation shade. I'm going to take that dark shade. I don't know how to sit like this. It bothers me every time I need to do the top part of my brows. Again, I don't start at the beginning with this. I start right there where I made that first initial line. And I just go down like this. That's what I do. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. There's no rocket science to how I went to the front a little bit here because yeah, it's fine. There's no rocket science as to how I do my brows because that's what this brow looks like. I'm gonna go in and do the same thing on the side. Okay, I'm gonna start at the front since I did with the other brow as well. I don't normally start right there in the front, but even if you do or you don't. And I just go in like that. Just make that little point there. And that's how my brows are looking. This is for all my light stuff. So I use this one and a patting method to blend what's underneath the eye. If you drag your makeup, we all know that you're just dragging product onto the brush and off of your face. And that's not going to do anything because it literally strips you of the product you've just put on your face and it's just a waste. So make sure that you are dabbing your product in instead of swiping it. And when you're done with that, you're going to take the brush that you use for your dark shades. Guys, na ha ke motho o kgone go berekisa di beauty blender. I I don't think I've ever attempted to, so I can't say I struggle with beauty blenders, but I've always been like a brush girl. I've never attempted in my life, okay, in my life, to use a beauty blender. I do not know how the babes out there do makeup in general. Got a beauty blender. The last most crucial step for me, honey, is using the loose powder, okay? I've started using this step. I can't even tell you guys why I actually do this step, but I like to do the step, okay? So I don't know, I feel like it makes my brows look a bit better. They look tattooed on, they look microbladed on for me personally when I use this step. Open my loose powder, honey, and we're gonna use my sponge. I'm gonna dab her in, make sure to, you know, take off the excess. I go directly on everything that I just did and I just dab the powder on, and then I press into the brow. Doesn't move my product, it doesn't mess anything up. I press directly into the brow. If it goes into my eyelid, that's also perfectly fine. It's not a train smash, it doesn't change anything, but I prefer to just press it nicely into the brow, just like this. Also, I stole my boyfriend's shirt. Well, I didn't steal it for the first time, actually. This one he gave to me. I didn't have to steal it. Because apparently he says I steal his stuff, which I don't think stealing is the correct word. I think I, like, borrow permanently. Yeah, but this one I didn't have to borrow permanently. I got given this one. Love it for me. Okay, now the last step is once you've done all of this and you've let the powder sit for a little bit, I like to take like a huge fluffy ass brush and I basically kind of fluff that powder off the eye. Again, I don't like drag kakulu. I kind of just dab it away, just so I don't swipe everything, because I don't know, I feel like that's gonna mess with my brows if I do that. So we just dab her away like that, and we dab her away this side as well. Brows are complete. Let me finish the face to show you guys what the brows look like with the face when everything is nice and set. Okay, we will be back in a minute. Okay, I am back. The lighting is really making me angry because it's making me look more orange than what I really am, and for some odd reason when I flip the camera and I'm doing like this angle and whatnot for YouTube, it looks like this. But if you go look at like my Instagram video, it actually looks a lot better, and the lighting is the same. So I don't know what the actual issue is here, but this is what we ended up going with. I went with something that's more, I don't know if we should call this look like editorial or whatever, but it's not like just me, but it's also not like too extraordinary, like, you know, just give us some, give us some, okay? Like, I really like the way that this turned out, but this is the full makeup with the brows that I showed you guys a little bit earlier. But yeah, again, I hope you guys really like the final look. This is it for today's video. That was my eyebrow tutorial, and I will be seeing you guys in my next video. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Tell your friends, your family, your boyfriends, girlfriends, aunts, sisters, baby sisters, cousins, whatever, anybody who has access to YouTube ATP, to please subscribe to my channel, and let's grow our Serenity family. Like, let's grow it to infinity and beyond this year, okay? But and I will see you guys on my next video. To Serenity and Beyond. Bye.